Welcome back to Future Wheelz, the channel where we explore the cars that are shaping tomorrow's roads. Today, if you've been following us for a while, you know we love diving into vehicles that redefine what we thought was possible. And today's review is exactly that kind of story. Because for the first time ever, Toyota has decided to throw the Prius badge onto something radically different. The 2026 Toyota Prius Roadster. Yes, you heard that right. The Prius name that has been synonymous with hybrids, fuel economy, and conservative styling for over 2 decades has now been transformed into a sleek, open-top roadster. Toyota is pushing boundaries here, and we're going to take you through every detail of the look, the interior, the driving performance, and what it's going to cost you when it finally hits the market. Looking at the front, the Prius Roadster has a face that blends aerodynamics with sportiness. The headlights are razor-thin, running sharply across the corners like strokes of eyeliner on a performance car. A sculpted hood dips low into a trapezoidal grille that is more about airflow than cooling. Since this car is largely electric with hybrid backup, sharp character lines flow across the nose, giving the car a muscular front end that wouldn't look out of place on a Supra. Toyota clearly wanted to communicate speed and efficiency in equal measure. Daytime running lights trace futuristic signatures along the edges, and the bumper intakes are shaped to direct air smoothly around the front wheels. Standing in front of it, you get the feeling that this car is built to slice through wind, but also to turn heads at every traffic light. From the side, the car becomes even more dramatic. The Roadster proportions are all there: a long, low hood, a short rear deck, and that convertible roofline that dips elegantly behind the seats. Toyota went with a power retractable hardtop system that folds neatly into the rear, giving you the flexibility to cruise with the top up or let the sky pour in when the sun is shining. The beltline rises aggressively toward the rear haunches, creating a planted stance that makes the car look like it's lunging forward even when parked. Aerodynamic sculpting along the doors adds depth and shadow, breaking up the surfaces and emphasizing its athletic character. The wheels, available in 19 or 20-inch options depending on trim, feature aerodynamic inserts that both look futuristic and reduce drag. With the top down, the Prius Roadster looks like it belongs at a beachside cafe. Totally copyright just as much as on a winding canyon road. Swinging around to the back, Toyota has once again thrown away the rulebook of the traditional Prius design language. The rear is dominated by a full-width light bar that stretches across, with a sharp, crystalline pattern that glows like neon at night. The bumper is clean, free of unnecessary clutter, and the diffuser-style lower section hints at the Roadster's performance ambitions. Subtle badging spells out Prius Roadster, but in a font that feels more like a performance sub-brand than a green car logo. With the top up, the rear maintains a sleek coupe-like profile. With the top down, the short rear decklet and muscular haunches give it the drama you expect from a proper open-top sports car. And yes, there's still a usable trunk, though don't expect to pack for a 2-week vacation as the hybrid battery system and folding roof mechanism eat into that space. Step inside and the transformation continues. The cabin is a massive departure from the traditional Prius interior, which has always leaned toward functional minimalism. Here, Toyota has blended that minimalism with luxury and tech in a way that feels futuristic but approachable. Sitting in the driver's seat, you're greeted by a low seating position, sports-style seats with integrated headrests, and a cockpit that wraps around you. Materials are a mix of soft-touch sustainable leather alternatives, aluminum accents, and recycled composites that look and feel premium while staying eco-conscious. The digital instrument cluster is a wide, high-resolution display sitting directly in your line of sight, with customizable layouts that can shift from sporty dials to energy flow diagrams depending on your mood. In the center, a large 14-inch touchscreen hovers slightly toward the driver, running Toyota's latest infotainment system with over-the-air updates, seamless wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and built-in iVoice assistance. What stands out is how driver-focused the cabin feels. Unlike traditional Priuses that put the shifter awkwardly in the dash, the Roadster has a low-mounted gear selector on the center console, flanked by drive mode toggles and haptic controls. The steering wheel is thick-rimmed, with touch-sensitive controls and a flat-bottom design. Ambient lighting wraps around the cabin, changing colors based on drive mode or customizable themes. With the top down, the wind deflector keeps the cabin surprisingly calm, even at highway speeds. With the top up, road noise is muted, giving you the choice between an open-air experience or a cozy, insulated ride. And yes, there's a premium audio system tuned specifically for the Roadster, so whether the roof is on or off, your playlists sound immersive and crisp. Now let's talk about performance. because this is where Toyota has really redefined what the Prius name means. Under the hood, the 2026 Prius Roadster runs on the next-generation plug-in hybrid setup. At its heart is a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine paired with dual electric motors, delivering a combined output of around 300 horsepower. That makes this the most powerful Prius ever, and it shows. 0 to 60 happens in just over 5 seconds, putting it in the same conversation as entry-level roadsters from premium European brands. The hybrid system is paired with a performance-oriented all-wheel drive setup that can shift torque dynamically between the front and rear axles, giving you confident grip through corners. The suspension has been tuned lower and stiffer than the standard Prius, with adaptive dampers that let you switch between comfort and sport modes. Steering is precise, with more feedback than you'd expect from a Prius, and regenerative braking has been fine-tuned to feel natural rather than grabby. On the efficiency side, Toyota hasn't forgotten what the Prius badge stands for. The Roadster comes with a 20 kWh battery pack that allows for about 55 miles of pure electric driving on a charge, enough for most daily commutes without ever firing up the engine. When you want to go further, the hybrid system kicks in seamlessly, giving you a total range of over 500 miles. Fast charging capability means you can add significant electric range in under 30 minutes at a public charger. It's a car that blends performance and sustainability in a way that used to sound impossible. You can take it to a canyon road on the weekend, enjoy top-down thrills, and still brag about your efficiency numbers on Monday morning. And of course, price is always the big question. Toyota knows the Prius Roadster is a bold experiment, and it's priced accordingly. The base model is expected to start around $42,000, which positions it above the regular Prius and Prius Prime but still significantly below most European roadsters. Higher trims with performance options, bigger wheels, and premium interiors could push the price toward $52,000. That makes it a competitive option for buyers who want style and performance without abandoning eco-consciousness. Toyota is clearly targeting younger buyers, or those who may have owned a Prius in the past but want something more exciting this time around. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Toyota Prius Roadster is one of the most surprising cars we've seen in years. It takes a nameplate that's been a symbol of practicality and reinvents it as something aspirational. The design is bold, the interior is modern and premium, the performance is genuinely fun, and yet it still carries the DNA of efficiency that has always defined the Prius. It's not just a car, it's a statement that the future of green driving doesn't have to be boring. Whether the world is ready to accept a Prius that looks this good and drives this well, time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Toyota has thrown down the gauntlet, and the Prius Roadster is a car that could change how we think about hybrids forever. That's going to wrap up our in-depth look at the 2026 Toyota Prius Roadster. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you subscribe to Future Wheels, hit that like button, and drop a comment letting us know what you think. Would you buy a Prius Roadster, or is this too much of a departure from the Prius you know? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, drive safe, dream big, and keep your eyes on the road ahead.